Hello, welcome to the channel. Today I wanted to play Sherlock Holmes. Is my first game playing on this YouTube channel, and I just thought it would be a fun game to play as a fun starter. I'm a big fan of mystery games, so I really enjoy when I find good games like this. So as celebration for our first video ever, we are going to play the Testament of Sherlock Holmes. Does the game just restart? Oh.
Yeehaw! Ow.
Just looking at that ruins my allergies.
Ow! Ah! What's this? No.
You're so cute. Sherlock and Watson.
Ah!
Ooh. Nope.
Oh, look! It's a book!
You broke Watson.
Maybe it's a book about pirates with a treasure map. No, I don't think so. I wish that I had seen through all your lies. Oh, start from the beginning, not the middle. And so I decided to pick up my pen to relate the most disturbing episode of my life thus far.
It all began early one morning in 1898 when Sherlock Holmes invited me to accompany him on a visit to the Marquis of Conyngham.
The detail.
Watson, my dear fellow, we can now go and inform the Marquis that we have found the Samoan necklace, and very much faster than Inspector Baines, too, which pleases me.
Have you really solved the theft, Holmes? And so quickly?
I have indeed, Watson, and believe me, it was completely unnecessary to spread out all over London, as our friend Baines thought was best. He likes to boast that his methods are equal to mine, but once again the outcome has contradicted him.
After all these years of accompanying you upon your investigations, I thought that by now I should be reasonably capable of following your train of thought. But in this particular case, I must admit that I don't understand anything at all.
Ah, you see, but you do not observe, Watson. There lies the difference. It is a matter of course.
Elementary.
A matter of
Watson.
course. In the middle of the night, when everyone is fast asleep, the service bell within that room rings out and alerts the servants. They dress quickly and come running, but the door is locked and there is a strong smell of burning from within. A few seconds later, the master of the house himself, the robbed Marchioness's husband, the Marquis of Conyngham, arrives and unlocks the door using the sole key. A fire has started inside the room, but they have managed to arrive in time to put it out. It is at that moment that the Marquis realizes that the famous Samoan necklace, which had been safe within its glass cabinet only a few hours earlier, has now disappeared.
In order to explain, let us confirm my theory before the arrival of Inspector Baines.
This window was cut with a diamond. A clean, discreet piece of work. This is where the necklace was.
See how tiny the hole is, and not one fingerprint upon the window.
Tiny. It's been a good old time.
A mark undoubtedly made by a diamond. Someone tried to cut the glass, but he was interrupted.
Therefore, the thief tried to escape through the window, but he was interrupted.
All the windows are locked. They've not been forced.
You can always examine and activate any of your items pressing Y. Okay. Near the piano, some scores are on the floor. You can activate an item by selecting it in your inventory or directly in the game by L or R. Okay.
Let us examine the crumpled scores that have fallen off the piano. These sooty prints were left by a tiny hand.
I don't understand why these music scores are covered with soot.
Tiny. Was it a child? Nah, if a child. No, I'm not sure. Well, if this room was put under lock and key, I don't think a child would be in here for very long. Plus, even then, especially not under proper supervision. To the point they actually started a fire, so. I mean, you'd be surprised by people, but. Hi, Watson. Fishy. That's a nice fish tank. Can I tell? Can I adjust the sensitivity? Camera sensitivity. That should be good. Okay, yeah, that's one. That's a nice fish tank. Okay, there it goes. Since the other can make 6 cents.
A candle. It must have fallen from the chandelier.
Okay, I don't think that was a child.
These documents are not very interesting, even though they're addressed to the Minister of Maritime Affairs.
The Marquis himself.
I know Watson is so frustrated right now.
Not very well kept, this aquarium. I can see a dead fish floating on the surface.
That poor fish.
All the windows are locked. They've not been forced.
I would hate. I don't know how I'd feel just living a life as a fish. I mean, it's either be a wild fish and risk being eaten 24/7, 365, or live in a fish tank and just risk being dead by the hands of a human.
All the windows are locked. They've not been forced.
It looked like it was living its best life until it wasn't.
The chest wasn't opened. The necklace wasn't in it.
That's a nice photo. Who is that? Is that the wife? Is that... She's so pretty. I'm trying to be like you. Well, this time I don't think I'd want to.
Footprints.
Being your
You are not going to get on your knees to examine them.
There is no need. It is soot. The servants must have trodden in it while they were putting out the fire.
Voting rights of women. I feel like being a woman, well, being a woman anytime is kind of a wank.
Heading towards his chosen escape route, probably the window, the thief knocked over the stool, which then caught fire.
But why didn't he try to put the fire out at once?
Fear, maybe? I mean... the only thing you have to put out a fire is a fish tank, but like... how would you really carry it?
The fire started here, just beneath the bell pull.
Whoever pulled the cord would have had his feet in the fire, unless it was pulled before the fire started. Strange. There are some objects here that have been knocked over.
What do you think, Holmes?
Let us search the room before the police get here. We might throw some light onto all this.
Okay. Is there any more scenery pictures? That is such a nice picture. Listening to gossip. Ships. Why is this right here? I don't understand what this... I know it's supposed to be like some privacy or something. Like, is this just supposed to be like a fancy timeout corner? I don't...
This draft screen makes an ideal hiding place.
As the theft was committed at night, I conclude that the thief hid himself behind the draft screen and waited until he was alone in the room.
I mean, if you wanted a phone call, I don't think he'd stay in here. I don't understand what this is. I know it's supposed to be privacy, but I couldn't really see the use of it.
Strange. There aren't any prints. Yet I'm sure that the thief hid here.
Just sit in a corner with the draft screen. That's fun. Maybe read. Don't want people looking at you. Just awkwardly sit in a corner with the screen in front of you. Is that all? So I mean, if it was a child, I doubt they'll be able to knock a candle off the chandelier. So I guess that rules out it was a child. Out the door.
When the servants arrived at the door, having been alerted by the bell, they saw evidence of the theft and the fire, but they didn't see the thief.
This door is very hard to force. The Marquis is the only person to have the key. The thief could not get out through here until eventually, when the door was opened by the servants.
Ah, Mr. Holmes. You're already here.
Good morning, Inspector. You've arrived just in time.
Scotland Yard arrives like the cavalry, always in the nick of time. Ah, but I know that satisfied expression, Mr. Holmes. Have you already solved the case?
It's possible.
We have retraced the thief's rather unusual footsteps. He is a true acrobat. But what I cannot understand is that when the servants entered the room, there was no one to be seen. An acrobat, perhaps, but an invisible one? I do not think so.
The only explanation is that the thief escaped before the servants arrived. I don't know how, but there is no other way.
Half a point for the doctor, nil for the inspector.
Ooh,
I am pleased to see that you find the situation amusing, Mr. Holmes. Very well then.
He ain't like
Explain.
Dr. Watson was correct when he
like,
mentioned
you act like I don't
acrobatics,
know how to do my
but he is
job.
mistaken about the nature of the acrobat. As for you, Baines, you're quite incorrect, as the thief was in the
Baines?
room when the servants entered.
Explain, for heaven's sake, Mr. Holmes.
Watson, how could a thief be missed in the middle of 8 men?
I don't know. Because he is very small? Stop teasing us, Holmes.
Exactly, because he is small and remarkably agile,
You're thinking of a monkey?
and a trained monkey at that, without a doubt, a Leontopithecus rosalia from Central America.
How did he guess the entire species
The
of the
animal
monkey?
had been hidden inside the room for several hours, calmly awaiting the signal from his master. Once night had fallen and the room was empty, a high-frequency whistle alerted the monkey that it was time to begin the procedure for which he had been trained. The monkey emerged from his hiding
Must be a
place
common monkey
and
that's
used the
being
point of
trained
a diamond to
domestically.
open the glass cabinet and steal the necklace. He headed across to the window
I
by
don't
the
know a lot
chimney,
about animals.
but knocked over the stool, which in turn knocked aside the fire guard and started the fire. The frightened monkey jumped from the chimney by swinging from the bell pull, thus alerting the house servants. He then went to the window and began to use his diamond to cut a hole, but was interrupted by the staff trying to gain entry via the door, and he panicked again. He
It's
ran
like he
across
just,
the
it's like
piano,
he just looked at the room and he
scattering
was
the
like,
music scores onto the
yes,
floor
I
before
know,
hiding
I know who
inside
did
the
it.
chandelier.
It was this
knocking over a
person,
candle.
social security, blah, 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 blah. He looked like this, and that.
Finally, the servants and the
What, he
Marquis
ate-
entered
he
the
ate-
room,
he ate
leaving the
breakfast
door
at
open
this
while
time.
they put out the fire. It was during the confusion that our agile little thief made his escape through the doorway. As simple as that.
A brilliant explanation. Bravo, Holmes.
And the necklace?
I can see it from here, my friends. It's right in front of us.
We have searched the room from top to bottom, Holmes. How were we unable to find it?
Because we paid insufficient attention to the only victim of this affair.
What victim? No one is dead?
Yes, Watson, a poor goldfish whose destiny was to die, crushed by one of the most precious necklaces in England.
The necklace was in the fish tank.
The aquarium is just beneath the chandelier. I understand.
The little monkey had likely hung the necklace around its neck and lost it when he leapt from the chandelier. The jewels fell into the aquarium, where they remain now.
What's your sleeve in the water, Sherlock? Oh my god. That would annoy me, sticking my entire sleeve. He didn't even roll it up.
Marquis, here is your necklace, intact, just a little wet.
Mr. Holmes, this brilliant demonstration does credit to your reputation.
Thank you so much, Marquis. Do you wish to verify the authenticity of your jewel?
No, I recognize it. I have spent many hours admiring it, you know.
Good. I will return it to its box, and
Inspector, a bank has just been held up. You must follow me at once. Orders of Scotland Yard.
What times?
Sirs, duty calls. My regards, Marquis. And well done again, Mr. Holmes.
there, the
Sherlock
necklace is
strikes
in its
again.
box. We've lost enough time here. Let's go home,
Sherlock,
Watson.
2 million account.
Very well, as you wish.
Baines,
A good day to you,
0.
Marquis.
With pleasure, Gen.
this morning's newspaper. Holmes, have you read this article about you?
No, Watson, not yet, and I won't have time to.
Read it before you leave. It's outrageous.
If you insist.
Read the paper, Holmes.
Where's the paper? Give me the paper.
Read the...
Oh, I gotta... Thanks. Globe Explorer, Sherlock Holmes at the home of Marquis of Cunningham? The investigation is a fiasco. Yesterday, the celebrated detective Sherlock Holmes was invited to the manor of the Marquis of Cunningham to supply his conclusions following his investigation into the disappearance of the priceless Samoan necklace. It should be recalled that the lady called in the detective after the police appeared, flummoxed in the face of the astonishing circumstances surrounding the theft. Indeed, the valuable piece of jewelry disappeared while the door to the room in which it was displayed was locked. The alarm was raised by the servants, alerted by the room service bell ringing out during the night. When the Marquis, the only person in possession of the key, opened the door, everyone rushed to extinguish a fire that had started before it was noticed that the necklace had mysteriously vanished. The most astonishing factor is that no thief was found within the room, and all the exits were closed. As usual, Mr. Holmes resolved the case in the twinkling of an eye, and the jewel was recovered. I will not waste my time on various explanations as to the disappearance because I would prefer to draw your attention, dear readers, to the last surprising developments of the case. Following the departure of Sherlock Holmes, who placed the necklace in the safe himself, the Marquis noticed that the jewel was nothing but a poor copy of the original. Let it not be forgotten that the Samoan necklace, although plain and without ornament, is unique because of the rarity of its pearls which are found only in a small part of the lagoon of the archipelago. I don't know how to say that. Archipelago of the same name, and to which scientists attribute their exceptional quality to the strong density of crystal of aragonite that they are made of. The priceless necklace, brought here at the beginning of the century by Lord Fenton Arwick, the Marquis's grandfather and an eminent explorer, should have been part of her daughter's dowry in her marriage to the Duke of Newcastle. So I'm going to place a simple question. Should we not, in all open-mindedness, ask ourselves if the necklace was not simply and deliberately exchanged for a fake by Mr. Holmes himself? I am aware, dear readers, that the brutality of this question without any preconceptions may certainly shock some of you, but the facts are there, and our thoughts and judgment should not be confused with the regard which we all share for a famous detective. It is not the first time that the Globe Explorer has expressed its reservations as to Sherlock Holmes' methods. Do not forget our counter-investigation into the escape of Arsène Lupin, the Frenchman who took malign pleasure in tarnishing the image of our royal family and who, by lucky chance, managed to elude capture by Mr. Holmes. Ooh. Sherlock, you got ops.
Prince Woodville, French culinary expert and bagpipe player, might be our next king. That's not so shocking.
You know exactly to which article I'm referring, Holmes. How can Farley dare to tarnish your reputation like that?
You know, Watson, that wherever glory walks, jealousy is bound to follow. As for the forgery of the necklace, I suspect that we shall soon be enlightened in this regard.
That's crazy.
Come in, Inspector Baines. The door's open.
Ah, Mr. Holmes. How did you know I was here?
You are one of our rare visitors who avoids the second-to-last step of the stairs, which creaks dreadfully. And if I add the clinking of the handcuffs at your belt, to what do we owe the pleasure of your visit, Inspector?
Have you read that, Rag?
Slander.
Inspector, can you explain this slander? Has the necklace of the Samoas really been replaced by a fake?
And then we asked him to verify that he wanted
about the
to
necklace, of course. I wouldn't permit myself to question
check it
the
to make sure it was
integrity and
real.
honesty of Mr. Holmes.
The necklace is a forgery? Impossible! I saw the Marquis authenticated before my very eyes, before Holmes returned it to its place.
Not for real.
Mr. Holmes,
Like,
the Marquis believes Osmond Farley's theory. I shouldn't be surprised if the reporter isn't behind all this
who's
slander
Osmond
about you.
Farley? Oh, the
He's a
reporter.
freelancer, well known for his explosive and subjective articles. In any case, the Marquis assures us that you were the last person to have the necklace in your hands.
Let's return to the Marquis's house, Holmes. I'm sure that
And
we'll
then they
have
talk
no
crap,
trouble
and then
in
they tried to
taking apart
compare
this
him
theory.
to the fact
It is
that he let
unnecessary.
Lupin go.
Such
Well, I don't know
allegations
what
collapse
part of
on their
that.
own,
I don't know if
like
that was
one of
like
Mrs.
a
Hudson's souffles. Let us leave
another
the police
game
to solve this
or
problem and turn
a
our
book. I never
attention
read
to
all
the
the
matters in
Sherlock
hand.
books, but
Perhaps you are right, Holmes.
this is crazy. It's
Inspector,
like, oh, by the way,
I
he
assume
let
that
Lupin
you have
go.
the fake
Like,
necklace with you. It's why you're here. Your superiors would
was
like me
Lupin
to
was the
examine it.
thief.
Indeed. They would like you to confirm or deny
Like, oh
putting
yeah,
this
he
fake
let
in the
him go. Could they
box.
be conspiring?
Count that way.
Like he
I
really
must go to the
dug.
house of Lord
Oh, please stop
Peregrine
talking.
Maitland, the Bishop
Like he
of
really dug
Knightsbridge.
like the whole like, yo, could they be conspiring against what they actually like do?
And the Marchioness.
She is beside herself. Without the necklace, her marriage is compromised. It is the principal item of the young woman's dowry.
What a lovely marriage. Holmes, forgive me for insisting, but don't you want to examine the fake jewelry?
Watson, I have an appointment, and it's out of the question that I arrive late.
It will only take you a couple of minutes. You really must quell the suspicions put forward in this appalling article. If you will allow me, Inspector.
Be my guest.
Very well.
I love the soldier turn. Live, 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 right, live. No, stop. Find out if the next is authentic or not. What is that? Broken dude.
This pearl is a different color. This pearl is too small. It is not in its place here.
So it's fake. Is there? Oh, wait. This part is. It was all white. Wait. So we need this part.
These 3 pearls are of poor quality. Too many defects. This necklace is a fake. This is nothing but a vulgar copy, and at a glance it would appear that the forger has intended for it to be seen as such.
How could we have been fooled by such a blatant imitation? I don't understand.
Yes, how is it possible? Holmes, do you have a theory about this?
I have absolutely no idea. You insisted that I examine the necklace, and I have done so. Now it is important that I keep my appointment. I'm sure, Inspector, that you will throw some light on this affair.
Holmes.
Behind
You may
him, we
accompany me,
all gonna
Watson,
be in jail.
if you care to do so.
Goodbye, gentlemen. I'll keep you
Locked
informed
under
as to
the
my
prison.
inquiries.
Goodbye, Inspector. You mentioned a bishop, didn't you? Are we going to his home?
Yes, the Bishop of Knightsbridge. I put his address on our map of London on my desk. Would you get it for me, please?
All right, Holmes.
The fact he's so calm and in control. I love it.
Have you...
Oh, I don't want to talk to you. I want to back to that.
I have found your map.
Knightsbridge. Diocese of Knightsbridge. Baker Street necklace is a fake. Oh, it's dialogue. Ah. That's new. I gotta keep track of dialogue. Have you seen my... It seems you share my love of all that is bizarre. You recovered the Simonian necklace. Well done. Slow as hound. Faithful nature of dogs. Are these all Lazarus? Wait, no. I'm getting too curious. What are they doing out there? Hold on. There we go. Was their house? Oh,
The police?
walk on somebody
Already?
like that.
How did you know?
May we see the Bishop of Knightsbridge?
Yes. Yes, of course. But come in.
What has happened, Reverend?
What?
I don't know. It was last night, I think. I only just arrived, and I have made this macabre discovery. My God. How horrible. I haven't called anyone. How did you know that?
Holmes, look!
The Bishop,
Oh.
appallingly mutilated.
How dreadful.
Mutilated.
How
And
did you know?
killed. He was such a good man.
Oh wait, no, they made
How
it
could
funny.
anyone be so brutal? Look at him. He is barely recognizable now. How could any of God's children be responsible for that?
They were evidently unworthy children, Reverend. Now do please try to calm yourself and focus, because we will need your assistance. Do you have any idea as to the motive behind this?
I haven't had time to do an inventory, but nothing appears to have been stolen. And anyway, His Excellency didn't own anything of great value. I don't know what else I can tell you.
Note this down, please, Doctor.
Doctor?
You didn't know anything.
But you aren't the police?
No, Reverend. I am Sherlock Holmes, and this is Dr. Watson. We are here at the request of the Bishop.
In that case, I must ask you to leave. And not to touch anything. I must get in touch with the authorities without further delay.
Reverend, when the inspectors of Scotland Yard find themselves at a dead end, which they quite often do, I assure you, then they turn to me for help. If you will allow us to continue our investigation, then you shall have the answers to all of your questions.
Out of the question! I don't even know you! I'm going to call the police, whether you like it or not.
It would be better for everyone, Reverend, if you kept your temper. Watson, are you taking notes? This affair promises to be a complex one. Therefore, we must not overlook the slightest detail.
Yes, Holmes. I am keeping a meticulous set of notes. I have created a very clever deduction board. One thing we can be sure of at the moment is that this crime was not for gain. The Reverend has informed us that nothing valuable was stolen, and indeed, it would seem that the Bishop had nothing of any worth to take.
Very good, Watson. Do continue.
Bishop didn't own anything of value. Oh, the deduction board. You don't do not own anything of value, not even in the safe. Okay, it seems like a good stopping point and a good cliffhanger, so I'm going to cut it off here. Oh, wow. Wait, I want to see. Oh, he got beat. Sir. That was. They did you dirty. Oh, they did you. They broke his fingers? Oh. And his foot. They broke his foot. Look at it. That's. Okay, that's terrible. No one deserves to die like that. But I'm gonna cut it off here. I'm gonna cut it off. Ow. Oh, Jesus. Oh. Oh my goodness. Okay, stop looking at it. That is a crazy. Now I'm just being nosy. I'm gonna cut it off here, and thank you for watching. And we'll continue playing later on. So thank you. Bye.